Hello, everyone. Looks like everything is good. Let's double check on the YouTube. YouTube says it's good. I'm live. All right. So let me know how the audio sounds. Hey, Dave. Yeah, it's still delayed a little bit. I tried. I did get a new mic. I got a little lapel mic. And it has this insanely long cord that never ends. It's a 16.5-foot cord. Hey there, Sam. How's everyone doing tonight? But don't trip. Yeah, I know. I gotta watch not to trip. 16.5-foot cord is a blessing and a curse at the same time. One, it's a lot to untangle for every live stream, and two, it's a tripping hazard. It's cord length causes. No, it's the camera that causes delay. I'm using my phone again with the Droid Cam, and I tried to wireless into my phone and use that, and it wasn't working. I had one idea I wanted to test before the stream, but then I got distracted by Dave's video he shared in Content Creators. But a little thing I want to show, this mic, it's from Pop Voice. Let me see if I can get Pop Voice. Comes with two little more foam covers and this little adapter you're supposed to use whenever you're using with a PC. But I feel like that's if you have a microphone and separate headphone port, but mine is a combination like it would be on a phone. Doing great, thank you. The GF, she is doing all right. She went to the heart doctor. I can't remember the heart doctor. I can't remember what the term for that is. Cardiologist. That's what it is. She went to that today, and they put her on a heart monitor for 2 or 3 days. I can't remember. So they're going to be monitoring her heart to make sure, just to see what's kind of going on. I mean, I don't think it's going to be much different than when she was at the hospital. Other upgrades that I made since last week's live stream is I got a new phone holder. What I had before was this little thing here. It's spring loaded, and or I keep showing it to my webcam. It's this little thing here. It's spring loaded, and it barely holds my phone with the case off. So I always had to take my my case off to before I'm going to do a live stream. I really need to get out of this habit because I keep looking at my laptop here. You need that adapter. Oh, you need that adapter for my mic. Yeah. This comes with one, but my laptop down here in the basement, it has like the standard phone jack, which I believe it's a 4-pin if it has a combination of mic and headphones, and 2-pin for each one. So it's kind of a little converter for that, and it's nice, but I don't need it unless I'm using this at my computer desk upstairs, like for voiceovers, because I think it's a better mic than what I have up at my desk, which is a headset mic that's garbage. But for $10, you can't beat it. Yeah, this mic with a 16.5-foot cord it was $10. I want to show. I filled out my to-do list a little bit, and I want to show it, but I'm scared to move my phone because I got a new phone holder, and I also got a new USB cord. I got a 10-foot USB, so I can kind of move my phone around a little bit more than I think what I was using this little 3-foot cord. Using this little 3-foot cord last week, and I just have no movement with it. So I got a 10-foot cord, but I believe there's a loose connection in it because if I move it the wrong way, it disconnects from Droid Cam, and then I have to reset that up live. Well, then you'll just notice the screen will just freeze for you. Hold on. Possible to find one of those up here, TRRS adapter, and I'm too lazy to order it from Amazon. I'd like to be able to use my cold shoe mic that is on our filming camera. Yeah, I couldn't imagine one of those being expensive, and I'm not sure exactly with where you live if Amazon, like, if they deliver right to your house, or if you have to go in town and pick it up at a post office or something. Because I know some places they don't deliver directly to houses sometimes. But that's what I've switched back to using for our live stream audio, our microphone. I do want to get a nicer microphone, but this is just a nice temporary $10 fix that I can use here. I can use it with my phone. I can use it with my laptop or my computer upstairs. I just have to figure out settings to use it on my phone, is all. Live in the middle of nowhere, I bought a USB microphone that I'm happy with audio levels with during streams. Yeah, like I said, I want to get something different. I would prefer something like wireless personally, but those cost a little bit more money. I also do want to look into possibly with my tax return getting a little webcam for down here that I can move around, because it'd be better than using my phone and this app that delays the video stupid amount. Quite annoying. But I'm gonna try. If my video cuts, I'll notice, and then you'll hear me complain. Good. Okay. So I got my list filled out just a little bit, and so I have to make a coat rack. I got my TV risers. I want to design a monitor mount so I can have an extra monitor down here. And I have a small shelf rebuild. That's that trash, a little garbage shelf thing that I found. I have my picture frames for my PAP to finish. My sander review to do that I was hoping to do yesterday, but ended up on about 5 phone calls with people. And then I have my big shelf build that I'm going to be putting behind me. And also I put just to kind of encourage me to do these weekly live streams, I put a little stream count up in the corner, and that's how many consistent streams I've done. I know this is listed as number 3 on my channel, but it's technically my 4th one because I did a live stream on Twitch that I re-uploaded to my channel as live stream number 0. So this is my 4th consistent live stream. Hopefully that will encourage me to keep coming down here. And I apologize for my garbage handwriting and spelling for anything that is misspelled. My boom thingy rack. I have one push broom down here, and I could literally just take to hang it. I could take this, cut a U in it, plop that on a wall, and hang it. That's all I would need for a broom holder down here, because I have one broom, and it's not even down here. It's on my front porch. I used it to sweep snow off my front porch one time. I just don't see much of a need for a broom holder in my small shop. I honestly was thinking about doing the same thing to hold my my marker that I'll be using for the whiteboard, just because it's I forget what it's called when it's tapered. So I could just make it a little bit smaller and hang it, and it'll hold up there. Let me check the settings again. Island Act. Audio shoot. Yeah. But I'm hoping. Look, can you guys hear like a humming in the background? I'm not sure. My furnace is on right now, and I can't tell how bad you can hear it. I might just go turn the heat off whenever I'm doing a live stream for an hour. No humming? Okay, that's good. Good. Alright, I want to put these little doodads away. I don't need them anymore. So, no issues. I'm listening with headphones. You're good. Awesome. So yeah, I didn't really get a whole lot done this week other than getting all of this new stuff set up and filling out my to-do lists, the start of the to-do list, because I have a million things to put on there, but off the top of my head, that's what I could think of when I filled it out on Saturday. I was going to take, get this. I was going to take my little garbage shelf here. Nope, that just made it worse. I'm going to take my little garbage shelf here, and I was going to take all the legs off this weekend. And thought of an easy way to clean everything up and sand it all up. Is these are they have threads on these, so I can just take that screw, put it in here, put the other end in a drill, and just kind of go up and down it with sandpaper. Same thing with the little legs. So that's going to be an easy refinishing of those legs. I think they're made out of. It looks like either pine or poplar. It's the wood's so dark. I want to say it's pine, but because it's cheap, but it looks darker than pine. Jet engine. I'm sorry on your end. Sorry for that, Dave. Satan's Forge. Oh, I can't hear it all. Who is that? Turbo Furnace. Oh yeah. I misread that. I thought Dave was saying he could hear mine. That sound like a jet engine. You're talking about Dave's furnace. Satan's toilet. That's Kevin's. Doesn't he have Satan's toilet? Is that what he's going to do his some kind of forge in? Yeah. That's what I'm always worried about. I'm worried about because it sounds a lot louder to me, but this mic is nice enough to not pick it up, so that works. Now I'm still doing a little bit of cleanup from. You saw the picture because I've been with all these trips to the hospital. I've been coming down, throwing my laptop down, throwing other items down here, running back upstairs with the laptop, bringing it back down, back up, back down, because this is the laptop I take to the hospital when we have to go. I've oiled the burner itself. Yeah, I have gas heat. That is one thing. My mother keeps trying to tell me, oh, your gas bill is so much cheaper than my oil bill. And my gas bill, just because of how high I have to keep my temperatures because of my reptiles, or my, single reptile, it's almost about as much as her oil bill. Because with the reptiles being cold-blooded, I can't let my house get below 70 degrees, or at least the tank that the reptile's in, I can't let it get below 70 degrees. Otherwise, their heart can stop. So I keep my house around 73 to 75. So I had to just to make sure my lizard lives. One moment. I had a twist tie. It was right here. There it is. Fell on the ground. But yeah. So now you guys here, you guys know about yeah. See, I'd love to turn it down. That's my thing. I want to turn it down during the day, whenever we're not home. But the issue is Kristen's currently laid off. So she's home on and off most of the day because she does Lyft for extra money while she's laid off. And I don't know when she's going to be home, so I can't. We have a digital thermostat that I can set times to go up and down, but I don't know when she's going to be home, so I can't set these times. And that was when she was working at the vet hospital before this. I still couldn't because she never had a set schedule. I mean, they'd give her a schedule a week in advance. There's my chair. My feet are starting to hurt from standing. They'd give her a schedule 1 or 2 weeks in advance, but then it was always different. It was different from week to week, so I'd have to learn to reset it every week, which is just a pain. What was I going to go over real quick? Oh, that's what I was saying. So you guys, over in content creators, know of, I believe it's the Bearded Giant. Let me double check this. Make sure I'm not getting my bearded men mixed up here. Yes, it was the Bearded Giant. He he wanted to start that collab with some build projects that I'm not going to spoil any of. I know you guys talked about the broom thingy. And I want to incorporate those. For those who don't know, I run a Discord server, Woodworking on Steam. And we started off as a platform for people on Steemit, woodworkers on Steemit, to come promote their channels and come get advice from one another, and we were sort of based around the Steemit platform. And then people started finding us via Google searches for woodworking discords. So we just started accepting anyone. We didn't care what platform you were. We were all woodworkers, and we all wanted to help each other. But we stuck with the name of Woodworking on Steam, and I didn't originally own the server. It was run by 2 other guys, and they both just wanted out. The one guy who owned it technically. Excuse me. He just sort of disappeared and was never around. And I was a moderator at the time, and we complained about it. So one day I complained about it, and he's like, "Here you go, you're now the owner," and then left the server, never talked to anyone else again, just poof, gone. Because I forget, we were trying to set up channels or something so we could do stuff since he wasn't there to run it. And but they made me the owner now, and what we started was back in November, we wanted to do a bi-monthly woodworking competition. Or actually, we started it in December technically. And what it is we give you a project, and then you have 30 days to design, fund, build, and finish the project. And our first one we wanted to do for the holidays, and it was just kind of share a holiday gift that you're making for someone. Unfortunately, we didn't have anybody share anything, and I thought it'd be a fun thing. And what I'm doing for the winner is, out of my own pocket, is I'm giving $10 to the winner. I know it's not much, but hey, a prize is a prize. That's what I can afford to do for someone. And so then, since we did it in December, we were going to skip January, and then we were going to do this month, but it sort of slipped past us, and we wanted to do it for run it a whole month, and this was a short month by 2 days, so we're just going to wait till March and do ours in March. And we're back to coming back to the whole Bearded Giant thing. He came up with the idea for collabs, and I would love to incorporate the collabs that he wants to do for build projects with everyone who makes a video on a build project. And I want to incorporate that into the woodworking on Steam and see what people make along the lines for the woodworking on Steam. And we can kind of collab with the content creators with that. And I'd love to do that. So I want to see whenever he schedules this next one, and hopefully we'll be bringing that contest then. Because I don't want to strain people's wallets with doing monthly projects for the woodworking on Steam. You guys do on the Steam group, you announce in contest. That's what I want to do, because I want to do the, like I said, Sam. I want to collaborate with the content creators, because I know people in content creators are also woodworkers, and I'll post another link, if okay with you, to that Discord. He's doing his first and only one in the works that I know of right now. Yeah, I know. But he also, I know right now is the only one he listed so far. But he made it sound like he had like a list of these to do. So I think this one's going to be first a test, like a trial run to see the participation, to see, you know, the viewership sharing going on in the videos. And then I think I think the intention that I understood from the text communication was he listed a handful of projects. The first one he wanted to go with was the broom thingy. So, and I gave my personal opinion for me, just not something valuable for me. And he wants to have everything done by the end of the month, which doesn't work with the woodworking on Steam guidelines of trying to give people 30 days. That way, because I know some people like to design their work, and then also that gives them the way I look at it, 1 week to design, that gives them 2 weeks to fund, a week to build, a week to finish, because a lot of people do their work on the weekends. So it's not everyone has time to do their work through the week, and I want to give everyone enough time to get everything done. Gotta bump out, folks. Catch you. All right, see you there, Dave. Couldn't think of your name there for a second. But that's just kind of how I want to run the weekly contest. And we have ideas for other, I don't want to call them contests, but other group activities, I guess I can call it, on the woodworking on Steam. But the main one we want to do is we want to do the contest, because ideally we just need to get the member count up, and that's kind of hard on the Discord. If we can get the member count up high enough, we'd like to look into getting, sponsors with smaller hardware companies that would sponsor us and maybe do a gift card to stores, or do Amazon gift card or something to as the prize giveaway. That's something we would love to do, but right now it's just we currently have I think 109, 110 members, and from what I've looked at for sponsorships and even like an Amazon affiliate account, that's just not enough followers or viewers to get. Because what we're trying to do with the woodworking on Steam is we want to make it a place to help all woodworkers, regardless of what platform they're on. Like I know like I said, we set up for Steemit, and everyone always still, not always, but every now and then people still share on the, we have a post-promotion channel, and everyone just shares Steemit posts. I redefined the description that it could be from any platform, so people can share videos from YouTube, they can share Reddit posts, Facebook promotion, if that's what you wrote your woodworking post on. I don't care. It's a matter of I want to have this platform for all woodworkers to come share the content they're making, share their work, and then I want to promote it. Whether it's promoting to our members, or we made a Facebook group where if you post pictures, I will ask you, are you okay with me sharing this on our Facebook page? And I will promote it and share it on our Facebook page that we have for the Woodworking on Steam. I share, if we could get more activity on the page, I want to do a weekly or monthly video on, we made a YouTube channel too, we haven't done anything with. I want to be able to do like a promotional video once a week, once a month, showing all the projects by each member. We recently set up a channel also for woodworkers to promote their personal online stores. If they have an Etsy store, if they have an eBay page, if they have their own personal website where they sell woodworking products. That way they can promote it to other woodworkers who maybe they see them posting something. Oh, I really like this. Hey, are you selling this on your store? They can go check their store link and go buy it. So that's kind of what the Woodworking on Steam page has sort of become, and what I wanted to kind of move towards is a outlet for people to promote their content and to have it promoted by us, ideally. But that's my little take on the Woodworking on Steam. I kind of wanted to give them a shout out last week because I was thinking of starting up the contest again, and then Bearded Giant posted that, so I decided to hold off. But hopefully next month, if Bearded Giant does another collab, I want to do it next month if possible. I will have to message him on Discord. Because I think that'd be fun for both Discords. And now my brain just turned off. Sorry. So this week I was hoping, as in yesterday, I was hoping to film my sander review, but I got home and then I got sidetracked by phone calls with my mother, my girlfriend, my father, and my grandmother. So it got to 7 o'clock really quickly, and I was just kind of like, I'm not going down in the basement at this point. I was just kind of like, I'm gonna eat dinner, me and my girlfriend tried to watch a show, but it wasn't up on demand, so we just ate dinner and went to bed pretty much. I wanted to film that this week. I didn't get to. I have it up. I have not uploaded. I have it edited. The first part of my coat rack, the first/second part of my coat rack. It's a very weird scenario because I did the first part on Steemit or /DTube, and I want to. I'm debating if I want to upload that to YouTube for reference, or if I just want to do a whole new part one of just, hey, I started here, and this is where I'm at now, and let's move forward. Because really all I had was the pole, if I can find the piece of wood that I always show off. That has this, it came out to be like this goofy shape here. It's not exactly perfectly round, and that's because the router bit I used, because I couldn't find just a normal half-inch round over bit. The one I found, it had a little step in it, and I didn't notice until after I routed it. So it is what it is. I just kind of sanded off that step on it, so it has like this really strange shape for the pole. But that's really all I did in the first part. Is I got that done, and I made the first part of the base out of, it was, I think, twice as wide as this, and you can see I had the hole cut out for it, and the base split. I could have glued it, but at the time I didn't have clamps big enough to hold it together, to squeeze it. So I went and bought a new piece of wood. I bought a 2x8, which was a little bit bigger than this. So, and I cut that for the first part, cut the hole, and I also, for the first part, I made a base for my scroll saw. That way I can clamp my scroll saw down to the bench, because if you look at my bench right now, there's a whole bunch of holes scattered all through it for setting up jigs, and also bolting down my scroll saw. So that's what the first part kind of turned into, like a two project thing. It turned into my coat rack. It turned into my scroll saw base. So I want to upload that, because I have it all edited. I did it. I was sick, throwing up one day. I woke up at like 2 a.m., wasn't feeling great, but it kept me up for that point on the rest of the day. So I just set up my computer and started editing. And I edited that for like 2 hours of just cutting things, speeding things up. And I got to like 20 minutes, and I was kind of like, okay, I think this is going to be the end of part 1. And then I'll do part 2 down the road. So I kind of gotta figure out if I want to editing while nauseous. Yes, I was editing while nauseous because I couldn't sleep. When I can't sleep, I do strange things. I either I woke up at 2:30. I uploaded I uploaded a whole bunch of YouTube videos and scheduled them all on my gaming channel of old live streams that I did that I never got to uploading. And then I was like, okay, that's done. I'm caught up on that. I'm going to edit this video. So not only was I nauseous, I was also completely exhausted, because I probably didn't go to bed till 10, 11 o'clock the night before, and I was up at 2:30 throwing up. So it probably has a very interesting edit to it that would be fun. Call Ralph. I lay horizontally while nauseous, or call Ralph on the big phone. I'm afraid I don't get the reference. If that's a reference to something, I don't get it. I'm much like Kevin, and don't get a lot of like movie references and TV references all the time. Vomit. Okay. Yeah, no, I was throwing up, but it's like I started it at 2 a.m. and yeah, dinner bell ringing. Call Ralph on big phone toilet. I got it. Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, I did that for a while that night. It just, once it stopped, I went downstairs because I wasn't going back to sleep after that. I just can't. Once I'm up, I'm up. I'm one of those kind of people. Message retracted. So, interesting thing with you, I saw power strips. If you don't know my current power situation, before I start that, I'm getting off track. I get off track easy. I want to know if you guys think I should upload that video of me, that first part, if I should upload it now or if I should wait till I finish the coat rack, because currently I know I could just move my camera, but that's an iffy risk that I don't want to take. All I have is a pole with a square attached to it right now. and I'm just going to put holes and a pegs in it, and then finish it and be done. Holy cow! That's the current state of the coat rack. So, yeah, I'm back and forth between two chats, but it's the current state of the coat rack. So I sort of want to finish it up, edit the rest of the videos, and kind of release the videos back to back in parts, rather than releasing part 1 right now, and then maybe in a few months getting back to that. Because I have a habit of doing that with this project. I started this project back in June. I split the base in probably July, bought a new board in October, filmed that in November, cut and filmed all that in November, edited it probably a little bit after Christmas, and it's still not done. It's been a very long, ongoing process. I just want your opinion. If you think I should upload part 1 now, and then whenever I get to part 2, I get to part 2. Because I've been having a hard time lately. A lot of hard time. Those are great words. Finding time to get down here to the bench or get down to the shops and make stuff. Like, I really, really, really need on Saturday to go down to the shop and I'm making my coworker TV risers. I'm making him one for him and one for his brother. I have them designed. I think I shared them on Content Creators. But I have those designed, and I need to cut them on the CNC. Yeah, maybe, Dave. But I need to cut those on the CNC. Well, I guess I don't need to. I would like to cut those on the CNC because it doesn't involve me using my hand router and my circular saw, which I got for free, got it fixed for free, and I haven't used it. I know it works. I tested it, but I haven't used it for anything because I try to avoid using it, and I like to go to the shop on a weekend and cut stuff on the CNC. That's just how I am. But Dave said maybe releasing part 1 will be a push to do part 2. And I definitely believe him on that because I need to get it done. I really do. But it's just a project I'm just not interested in. I also did what I want to do to cut all the holes for. I have a 1/2-inch dowel rod somewhere on this table. I'm going to take this. I drilled a 1/2-inch hole, and I'm going to cut it on like a 45 or 60 degree angle and use that as kind of a jig to plop up against it, and then I can use my drill with a 1/2-inch drill bit to drill out the hole for the dowel rod wherever it may be, and that's going to be with the coat hooks, a 1/2-inch dowel rod. I made that project. I got the furring strip for $2. I got the dowel rod for $2, and I got the 8-foot 2x10 for $15. And I still have a good 4 feet of it left. So, and I mean, I really only used about 2 feet of it for this project. I used another 2 feet for my stand. So yeah, I've only used. I still have about 4 foot of that board left. So the goal of the project was mostly to be a cheap coat rack. But Dave mismentioned power cords a little bit ago, and so something that you may not know is I have a very crappy power situation. So I want to move my camera and hope it doesn't die. Currently, I have this little box right here. This little yellow black box. It has 4 outlets on it. and it's pretty much like a 15-foot extension cord. Now that extension cord runs from there, it runs up here, and runs all the way back to, let me see if I can get it on camera. There is a hole under that ductwork back there that it runs back to, and around in that hole it meets another extension cord that plugs into an outlet over in that room over there. So sit down nicely. Okay. So that's my current power situation, and I'm gonna go off camera here for a second. Now, my neighbor, when he was moving, he was gonna toss this. It still works, and he just told me, he's like, "Oh, if you want that, you can have it. I wouldn't think you wanted it." He gave me this nice thing that I really want to hook up. He gave me this nice power strip here. If I can fit it all in frame, I think it's what, 2, 4, 6. Oh, hold on. 8. There's like 16 outlets on this thing. But the most concerning thing is, 1, it's old. 2, I'm getting tangled with my mic. 3, he removed the safety switch, so it has no like little safety switch. Also, I could mount this in my ceiling. It has these little, move it down here. It has these little members. They're kind of like double keyholes, so I could just kind of put it up, slide it on, or slide it this way, whatever way. So yeah, it'd be a nice power strip for the bench, considering the fact I currently have 4 outlets, and I'm just going to leave that here because I don't want to trip on any cords. I already have a loop going around my garbage find there. But the only problem is I still have to run an extension cord to an extension cord, essentially. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's just a pretty standard switch. But the thing is, I can't know if you can see in the port, there's like, I guess there's still a switch in there, so I could probably get a switch for it. I could probably make one for it, to be honest. Just something, out of wood that I can like pull out and put in if needed, or I can just leave it in there and hope it don't fall out. I mean, because it's just it's kind of deep in there. If you need to hit the emergency switch in the event of an emergency, you're kind of screwed because you have to get like a. I don't even have anything in here. I have to get like maybe like my screwdriver here and shove it down in there to press on that switch, and that's actually a very stiff and probably doesn't work. I mean, because I don't know. But as far as I'm aware, it works. I haven't tested it. It's just been sitting on the back of my wood pile. That's where I threw it whenever I got it. I was like, yeah, I'll test it one day. I haven't gotten to it. It's one of those things I should probably take a look at some point to make sure everything works. Maybe take the cover off and see about replacing that switch, because this cover is just a screw at each socket, from what I can tell. So, other than that, it seems like a very good thing. And there's actually a button on the side here I just noticed. I'm not sure what it does. Mini breaker. Has a little mini breaker on the side there, so you can push it in. Button is a breaker. Yes. I've never seen that on a power strip like that. So I normally just have the household ones or that little yellow one that I'm not moving my camera and risking losing my webcam. I really need to get a dedicated webcam for down here. It'd be so much better than having this phone, but it is what it is for the time being until I can figure out a better solution. Maybe, like I said, with my income tax, I'm going to see. I actually had my income tax pretty well spent, I believe. If it's not going, pretty much this is how my income tax is spent. If it's not going to cars, it's going to buying me a new air compressor and a new shop vac wherever my shop vac is. Because my air compressor is older than I am. I'm pretty sure it's full of water because the drain valve is broken on it. Oh, hey there, McCoy's farm. But I'm pretty sure that the drain valve is broken on it. So I can't drain the water out of it. Every time I turn it on for more than maybe 5 minutes, it starts to smoke. The on and off switch actually doesn't work at all on it. It's just when it's plugged in, it's on. When it's unplugged, it's off. That's how it works. But the thing was made in the 80s, so it's older than I am. So after how many years, it's starting to fail, and it's kind of noticeable, unfortunately. It was my grandfather's who gave it to my dad, who gave it to me. It got handed down twice before it died. I got minimal use out of it, unfortunately. I drug this thing all the way back from my father's, who lives 3 hours away. So I loaded this heavy thing, into my car, drove it here, unloaded it in the front of my house, wheeled it all the way back down to the back door, and I had some 1-inch plywood that I used as ramps to ramp it down and back up my steps, kind of how I did with my little organizing cabinet over here. It worked for a little bit. And then I was pumping up one of the neighborhood kids' tires, and he's like, "Is your compressor smoking?" And I looked down and just saw smoke coming from it, and I was like, "It is. That's my luck." And then my shop vac, I just want to replace because it's just, what, a little 4-gallon shop vac. It works. It cleans. But I have to feel like I'm constantly emptying it for all the little bit of little stuff that I do. I don't feel like I get enough out of it. It's a nice little shop vac, don't get me wrong, but I want something with a little bit bigger and preferably a bigger hose so I can hook it up to my my sander, because that's my number one complaint with my sander is the dust port. Of the compressor on Discord too. Maybe there's hope. There's probably hope. I can probably tear everything apart on it. I mean, and repair it. Yeah, I know. I know Kevin just fixed his. He had that little pancake one. This is a 12-gallon. It's an old Sears compressor. Let me just throw this back over here. I got air filters in my way now because my air filters were sitting on the coat rack. All right. One of these times I'm going to move this camera to show you guys something, and it's going to disconnect. Move my vice clamp out of the way. Block of wood. Stop it. All right. Yes, it's a very nice vice that my neighbor pulled this out of the trash and sold it to me for $10. It has a whole swivel base, So I can loosen this up a little bit. The base swivels, or it's supposed to swivel. It's a little rough. Needs a little clean. That's one of my things I need to take apart and fix up. But the air compressor here, I'm just going to take my phone out of this clamp. Maybe. I'm going to throw my electrical thing back here. On the other side of the... I hate cords. Mic cord got stuck. Problems of working in a small space. Okay, so here's to hoping that I don't lose you guys. You lost me, I know. I'm working on it. I have to get back around here. Try not to trip. Hold on. One moment. Where's Droid Cam? Let's hit start again. There you go. There you go. Let's hope again. Try and squeeze by here. I don't have a lot of room to squeeze by. So here's the old compressor I have. It's like I said, it's an old Sears compressor. I'm not sure how well you can see that with this cord in the way, if I can get it. Like I said, it was my PAPS. It's still in relatively nice condition. The on, like I said, the on and off switch here, it's an off and auto. It doesn't do anything at all. I'm pretty sure it's full of water. Like, you can feel it rock back and forth when you rock it. And I'm going to try to tilt this here. Give me one moment. Bear with me. There's a drain down there. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's like right there. It's like a copper or a brass valve there that's broken off to drain it. So I'm not sure if you guys could see that. You guys gotta let me know. And I can't do anything with it. I can't. I mean, I can take a drill and I could drill that out and try to rethread it to put a new one in. Tighten that back up. All tight, all good. I don't know if I can get a replacement. I can't. The thing is, it's like threaded in there, and I've tried to like get pliers to maybe untwist it to unloosen it, but I can't. I just can't get it. So, I mean, I could see if I got like I said, took my drill, drilled it out, and then I'd have to probably rethread it, get some kind of new threaded valve or something to put in there. I thought of that. Because that might be why it's smoking. It can't build up enough pressure when whenever it's on. Chicken pot pie. I'm not using my very good tripod. I'm using my little dinky tripod because my big tripod is like, it sits like up here. The phone sits up here and I have to angle it down. It just feels awkward. I have to like look up like this to talk to everyone. Female threads, yep. Tank of steel. probably brass. Be able to destroy the brass piece without damaging the steel threads. I could try. But that's where it comes down to is it worth my time to try? Is it... Okay, stay. Or should I just get a new one? It's kind of like what I'm at. Kind of split on the situation. Is yes, I could try to fix it, I could try to repair it, but it's just so old. Is it worth it? I know I need to replace the cord. The cord's like falling apart on it because it's all just dry rotted. It's coming unraveled. It's a hazard. It is better than a pancake. Compressor of that size is 350 to 400. I am aware. Let's eat a bite. Thought you were talking about a air compressor. Sorry, Sam. Talking about my old grandfather's old compressor that he gave my dad and my dad gave to me, and I think it's about had its life. It's probably fixable. It's just a matter of, do I want to put the time into fixing it? Bit of love and a couple parts. Yeah, I know that's what I'm kind of coming down to, Dave. Is do I want to? Is those couple parts going to fix it, or is it something where I have to tear apart the whole motor and everything to fix? It's one of those things. It could be, it just needs drained. It needs a new valve. It is a here. I can take the cover. Yes, I can take the cover off because I didn't actually put the screws in. I just have to unturn the good old regulator. Take the regulator off here. Give me a good 5 minutes and I'll show you. I guess I take this off every time I run it, but it does have a belt. And the belt well then, I just put my wrench away. Silly me. Sorry. Oh, really? Really? You're going to do that to me? A roll of paper towels dropped on my laptop, shaking it enough to disconnect the USB. Funny, not funny. Mine exploded this past week, thankfully just the cylinder, piston, crank, and not the actual tank. I'm down in air pressure now. Oh wow, that really sucks. Oof. Yeah. No, this one just smokes. It hasn't gone boom yet. It just makes it a little cloudy down here. I was going to show you guys. I just had it. Crescent wrench. Do this live. And off. There we go. Take the good old air off. Cover is off. And pray and hope I don't disconnect for the third time. It's pretty easy to reconnect, just annoying is the word. So you can see it has it disconnected, I think. Oh no, there it goes. You can see it has this old motor here that it could possibly be something with there. It has oil. I changed the oil from whenever I first got it. The only thing I can't take off is there is a belt. It is belt driven. Um, and it's behind that guard, and I don't have the socket wrenches to take that off. It's old. It works. It's just a pain. And it's, like I said, after about 5 minutes, give or take, it gets a little cloudy down here. And that's just no fun. So I'm just going to put that back on. Not tight. Put the regulator back on a little bit. I'm going to shove this back under here because I'm tired of dealing with it tonight. I feel like I've looked at this long enough. Just because of the last few bad experiences, just looking at it, this isn't fun for me. So, come on, and in place. Good. So, just like that for all I care. Me and that air compressor don't get along. Put it on the fix list and get it done when you can. Yeah. I mean, for all the more I use an air compressor, even a little pancake air compressor would be fantastic. I don't use the air compressor a lot. I don't have a whole lot of air tools. I mostly use it to blow up tires. I have a little air tank. I think it's a little 5-gallon air tank somewhere. I fill that up every now and then. I use to kind of blow things off on my desk whenever I do my CNC carvings. Whenever I do all my carving and my carve lines, I'll blow these out real good. I'll take the air hose and blow everything out real good. Interesting with air tools. There are air tools in my house that I did not buy that I could use in the future, possibly if I wanted to. But I did not buy them. Yeah, I don't really have any air tools. I honestly went out and bought my favorite tool in the world. I brought my Ryobi cordless nail gun. There's no battery in it right now, and this is my favorite tool in the world because it doesn't need air. That was the whole point of this tool, and I was going to get a cheap little nail gun, and I saw this, and I had Ryobi batteries and Ryobi tools already, so I was kind of like, for the price difference for what you're getting, I couldn't beat it. I got this for I think I got it on sale for $120 or $150, something like that. Is 9/10 of the law. Yeah. I love brad nailers, staplers. I have a little air Dremel. I won't mind a little air Dremel. That'd be nice. But like I said, for the nailer, because I take this to do just like every little things, it's so nice because I don't have to worry about the air hose. I don't have to worry about no power cord, no air hose, just a nail gun that works. And it works a while too with the batteries. Put that back there. But all right, guys, it's been fun chatting with everyone here tonight. But I think it's about time I got to wrap this up. Girlfriend's going to be home soon. I'm actually expecting a call because I told her I would be wrapping up around 7. So, then I'm going to sit here. I'm going to get started with dinner. I have cordless nailer and cordless circular saw. Where we're at. See, cordless nailer, Ryobi. There might be other ones that are made, but the only one I've seen that's cordless, airless, is Ryobi's, and it's great. So, but on that note, I do gotta go. I gotta get started on dinner. It's 7 o'clock. I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet. So I will see you guys hopefully next week. Hopefully I get to the shop this weekend. Hopefully, so I can go steal a sheet of plywood. I mean, borrow a sheet of plywood and make my buddy his risers. I was supposed to go this past weekend, but I was out of gas and out of money to get there, so that was a no-go. And then hopefully I can get, if I can't get to the shop, I'm at least going to come down Saturday. I'm going to do the belt sander. My back's been feeling much better this week than it was last week and this weekend. So hopefully I'm okay. Like you just saw me, I lifted this vise up, so it's not hurting too bad. And then I think I'm going to upload my part 1 of my coat rack. I had to look at it to think what it's called. So, hope you guys had a fun time. I know I did. Just chatting with you guys. And for anyone who's rewatching, if you are interested, I have a link in the description for woodworking on Steam Discord if you want to go over and join. I had a big spiel about that earlier, so go check that out. And I will see you guys in the next live stream /video.